Yeah, hi there. These comments are for K. I'm going to use the first letter of your name for privacy purposes, and thank you for completing. I think it's the independent practice test number 3, right? So let's take a look at it. And let's see. Okay, here we go.
The reading passage and the speaker give examples of why students attend school. The reading passage states that education is crucial for students. For example, students can learn how to administrate a business and deeply understand environment. According to the reading article, the speaker additionally says that education helps students become more valuable and productive in their society. For example, studying geography makes students consider and respect about environment profoundly. Also, attending school helps a student understand business administrations and earn more money.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good. So let's go from the beginning and take a look at it. Let's look at your introduction, then the body, and the conclusion.
The reading passage and the speaker give examples of why students attend school.
You can't get much better than that. Your topic statement combines the main point from the reading and the listening passage.
The reading passage states that education is crucial for students.
I like that vocabulary word, crucial. Crucial as important, right? So using that word's demonstrating very good, solid vocabulary knowledge.
Students can learn how to administrate a business.
You can probably just say they can learn how to administer a business. And I like you're using that how to administer. That's a noun clause which has been reduced to an infinitive. So far in the speech, you're showing very good control of both your vocabulary and your grammar.
And deeply understand environment. According to the reading article, the speaker...
No, I think you want to say, you said according to the reading passage, then you want to say according to the listening passage, right?
Additionally says that education helps students become more valuable and productive in their society.
So you want to pronounce the word variable. Variable, the V, it almost sounds like a B for you, so variable.
For example, studying geography makes students consider and respect about environment profoundly.
Let's go back. I think that you can probably rephrase a little bit better. Let's hear what you said one more time.
Environment profoundly. Also, attending school helps a student understand business administrations makes students consider and respect geography makes students consider and respect about environment.
I would say make students consider and respect the environment. You don't have to say about the environment, because I think consider and respect, those are transitive verbs, which means you want to use a direct object after those words.
Also, attending school helps a student understand.
At that point, also attending school helps. You might say also, according to the listening passage, attending school helps. And by using that signal phrase there, it reminds us that you're paraphrasing the information.
And the business administrations and earn more money.
All right, I think that was a very strong response. So let's take a look at the actual rubrics here. I'm looking at the integrated rubrics. These are my modified version of the Educational Testing Service rubrics they use for the integrated speaking task. I'm not going to say a perfect score, but let's look in the 3 range. In terms of general description, you have appropriately addressed the speaking task, but you have not fully developed your ideas. I'm going to say you've done both of those. your speech is mostly clear, and we're now getting into what's called delivery. We have delivery, language use, and topic development. We have your speech is mostly clear with some fluidity of expression, but you have minor difficulties with pronunciation, intonation, and pacing, which are noticeable, require listener effort. You know what? I can understand pretty much everything that you're saying, but you probably can improve a little bit with your tone, a little bit. But you know what? I haven't listened to you for a while. Jacob, my TOEFL IBT pronunciation and speaking specialist, he has been evaluating your responses, but I listened to him maybe a couple of months ago, and I think that you're doing a lot better now. You are much more intelligible, which is good. So in language use area, your response displays fairly natural sounding grammar and vocabulary, yes. Your response demonstrates imprecise or incorrect use of vocabulary or grammar, or you're limited. I don't think that applies to you. So I think you have a very strong response in this case. I'm going to put you at 3.16 to 3.3. I'm going to put you between 24 and 26 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. So I'm very happy with your progress. I think you're doing much better than you were about 8 weeks ago. So keep up the good work. Alrighty. Anyway, thank you very much for posting this. And remember that I just added a new service to my website. I do have full-length TOEFL IBT practice tests. So if you want to take a complete practice test, it takes about 4.5 hours, and you'll get some feedback on your speaking and writing tasks. Might not be a bad idea. And I would suggest that you do that before you take the official TOEFL exam. That way you can get an idea of where your score is. And when you do the practice test, I will do an analysis of your weak points, so you can kind of see where you are, and then you can go back to my course and maybe review a few lessons right before you take the TOEFL IBT. All right, anyway, thank you very much, and I want to wish you a Happy New Year 2014. Thank you for being my student, and remember, if you know of anybody else who's interested in studying TOEFL online, you can tell them about my course. Just tell them to go to Better TOEFL Scores, and they can make a comment at my website, and I will answer their questions.